And I want you to realize, whoa, well, that's going to really go well. Because what you don't realize is you're the mirror in which they're looking, and your distress causes their distress, and you actually make both lives more difficult without even realizing you're doing it. Because you are truly doing the best you can, but what you haven't done is look in your own mirror and realize, this isn't working for me anymore. I am so stressed out. So, there are actually 2 or more of us all experiencing this thing of stress and distress when somebody has dementia. Me and the person with dementia. At least 2 of us, sometimes more. And we're trying to help each other, but neither one of us is in that moment able to see the other person's point of view. All I can see is my own point of view. And in my point of view, you're being a problem. In my point of view, you're clinging to me too much. In my point of view, you're not even trying. You're not trying. You could do more than... And what I'm not able to do is step back and see it from your point of view because I'm too stressed out. I can't do it. And I'm not going to be able to do it until I learn some new skills. I've got to learn some new skills. So I want to teach you some new skills. And I'm going to teach you a real simple skill. Let's try this one. Are you ready? I want you to sit tall. Take charge of yourself. I want you to go. Roll your shoulders back. See if they move. Oh, look. I didn't know they did that. Let's try it again. Suck it in again through your nose. Suck in. Blow it out hard through your mouth. Let it go. Let it go. Roll those shoulders back. Oh, they do move. Wow. Look at that. That's kind of cool. Okay, now let's suck it in one more time. This is called deep cleansing breaths. And here's the cool part. The interesting research shows us if we can learn how to do that and do it routinely, we can drop our cortisol level. We can take charge of this cortisol a little bit because what we need to do is learn how to go from these automatic reactions to things, take a step back, get our brain re-engaged, and the way we can do that to start with is just breathe. We don't even breathe anymore. We suck it in and we just hold on to it because I gotta keep going. Don't do this today. I've got to get to work in 15. Do not. What time's dinner? What do you mean, what time is dinner? We just had breakfast. Ow! Now notice I yelled, but I didn't let my breath out because I'd be afraid to let go. Because I'd be afraid I'd lose it all. And dead air doesn't do us any good, and neither does holding on to this stuff that's not serving us well. So we need to learn how to live our lives with dementia present. We've got to figure it out. How you feel, it's real, it's important, but so is the other person's feelings. And they're real and important too. The person with dementia is just as real as important as you are. And so my goal is to help you see it from their side because you're my only hope. People with dementia are not trying. Their brains are dying. And we have in our mind that dementia equals Alzheimer's equals memory problem. And that's not it at all. Dementia equals brain failure. The person is going into brain failure. This isn't a choice, it isn't an option. They may or may not realize it, but we have to sort of take responsibility first for ourselves and then to realize, now I have a choice. How will I be there for you? How will I interact with you? How will I choose to be? Because you're doing the best you can with what you now have left. And how will I choose my behavior? And first of all, I've got to pause and back off. Now let me have you do something, because this is classic. This is so classic. You ready? Turn to the person next to you. Now, actually, I get Leeza because she's right here. I'll do Leeza. She's here. Yeah. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to be her helper. So whoever the helper is, decide who has dementia, and I hope you enjoy the moment. In real life, you don't get to pick. So, but, you know, I've chosen Leeza has it. I don't. It's cool. I love power. Take your hand, caregivers, because you're the one without dementia, you think. Take that hand and look at your hand, and what you see is a loving, caring hand. You see yourself as someone, look up. Oh, God, I got to help her. I'm going to help because she's struggling. Take your hand, caregivers. You ready? You ready? You're going to, this is help. This is the help you want to offer. You ready? Are you really ready? Shove it right in their face. Shove it right at them. You need help. I need to get you help. You're making mistakes. You need to do this differently. Now, keep your hand up there for a second. Keep it up. How many of you, with a hand shoved in your face, your very first thought, the very first thought you had, the autonomic thought you had, the automatic thought was, thank you for your help? How many of your first thought was, get your hand out of my, what are you doing sticking your hand in my face? Who do you think you, whoa, where did that come from? This is when we notice things, but they don't. And we, in our effort to help, shove help. You need help, Mom. What are you doing? Whoa, whoa, whoa. No, that's not the right way you do. What do you do? That's, you're letting, whoa. No, 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 no. That is not how you, what are you doing? This is us trying to help, but we do it in a way that makes the person feel like they've just been attacked. But we didn't mean it that way. We were trying to help. We were stressed out. So let me go ahead and show you what the natural reaction is. People with dementia, take your hand and put it up against her. Oh, she's a little, oh, wow, she's a fighter. Oh, I'm going to have trouble. We'll need drugs for her. This is going to be a problem. And I would never think, oh, geez, maybe it was my approach. Oh, no, it was her. Mom's always been independent, and now she's not letting me help her. Now, notice, Leeza did that automatically. That was just her behavior. She's told you she's an independent woman. She said that about herself. I sort of forgot that in my effort to help because I was so involved in trying to help. I missed the part about I need to be real tuned into who she is because that hadn't changed, although she's changing. Being independent for her is just part of who she is. So we'll try something a little different. She's going to push against me because she's not going to be quite so problematic. Go ahead, try this with your partner. Now, caregivers, you know you're right. They need help, but they seem to be resisting, so give it a push a little harder. Now, I mean, push harder because you've got to get them to do whatever it is you need them to do. They need to do it because it's better for them. Let me ask you, how many of you have found out that you're going nowhere? And pretty soon you're giving it absolutely everything you've got. You don't know what else to give it. And you're still not going where you want to go. And so what I've got to tell you, that's the moment, in this moment, go ahead, put your hands together. When you push a little bit and they push back, just ease off. Oh, suddenly they quit resisting. Because what you didn't realize is you started it. You started it in your effort to help. Take your hand. Let me show you your hand again. Let me show you something different about your hand. You saw help in this hand. What that person sees is your agenda. Whatever it was you came in there to do, whatever help you went to offer, that's what they noticed, your agenda, and you shoved your agenda at them. And they went, wait a minute, who are you to shove your agenda? And what they're doing is resisting the agenda. So here's a trick. Take your agenda, whatever it is, take it. You need to know your agenda, put it up here. You need to know your agenda, but you don't show your agenda. You guys got to get really good at not showing them what it is you wanted to have done, particularly if you have somebody who's really independent. Because as soon as you say, this is what I need you to do, what you're going to get is, I'm not doing what you want. Who do you because I shoved at her. And instead, try this with your partner. I want you to try this. Leeza, hey, look at that. Look at that. Try that. Try that with your partner. No, it's this way. You do this, and then you do this. You've got to show them the hand, and then you offer the hand. You don't shove it at them, you offer. And sure enough, look what all of them do. Look at all these people. All of them are going, oh, okay, I'll do that. Because what you're doing is forming a partnership, not trying to shove help. And we've got to get better at the offer. We think we're really good at the offer. We aren't. We see things, we notice things, and so we push. Instead of going, hey, it's about the relationship first. And now once you get the handshake, here's the problem. Go ahead and shake the hand. Now they want to let go. That's pretty natural. So I've got to figure out a way to get them to stay connected to me. So what I'm going to have you do is lock thumbs. Let me see if I can get to that picture real quick. I'm going to come back to these things because this is what I want to show you. And you'll notice whenever I train, I'm not the one that just goes through the slides, click, click, click. I'll go through them the way I want to go through them. Get over it. I'm in charge. So what I'm going to have you do is do the hand, and I want you to see the hand. There's the hand. Thumb to thumb, palm to palm. The cool thing about this is when you do it, you actually calm a person down and you connect. And this is a very comfortable handhold to sustain. And I want to stay connected to you because I actually want you to communicate with me. And you're going to be much more comfortable if I do this than if I try to hold this or if I let go and you don't like what I'm saying. So by learning the art of how do we do these things, holding a hand now becomes an art. Who would have thought that? Well, you don't think that if you're not trained. You just assume that they're being resistive, and all they're doing is they aren't liking when you do things because you're not communicating as well as you think you're communicating. So learning the art of communicating well. Now hold your person's hand. Go ahead and do that for a second. And what I want you to do is look at them, and I want you to gesture near your mouth. You found oatmeal up there on theirs. So gesture near your mouth and point to theirs. Gesture on yours, point to theirs. Look what they did automatically. They reached up and removed the oatmeal. Drop the hand, grin at them, and reach in and try to take the oatmeal off their face and see how that goes for you. That's a totally different sensory experience. And because nobody trained you in this stuff, you step into this role as caregiver and you don't know how to be a care partner because nobody's taken you down that road and taught you some of those skills. And you don't even know, am I good at this or not? Not everybody's meant to do this, by the way. My husband loved his mother, but he was not what you'd call one of those hands-on people who enjoyed that kind of thing. I did better showers for lots of reasons.